Oh, okay. I need to use this too. Hi. So, hello everyone. I'm happy to be here today. That I'm going to talk about one of the concept that's going to change our life, or future life, or digital life, which is the Web3 profiles. And I'm Muhammed Tanrıkulu. I'm working with ENS more than 2.5 years with ENS and as a full stack developer. And I got my hands in pretty much everything, whatever required in ENS. So if you have any question regarding the integrations or the Web3 profiles, I'll be your person basically to ask any questions during this event. And as someone deeply immersed in the blockchain and the digital identity arenas for several years, excited to share my insights about this topic. So each day, the millions of transactions and interactions and the exchanges are conducted online. But not just by us, but also there are the bots, there are the mechanisms that doing these transactions, but the human interactions increasing day by day. Basically, the more people are involving in the internet, more people are creating their identity. So it's becoming our life. Previously, the identity is just such a the extent of what we are. Now it's slowly becoming that like central of our life. Basically, when we are working about things, when we are socializing, and when we are engaging with the world, we are using our digital identities. This rapid shift, and highlighted by the emergence of the blockchain and the decentralized platforms, is now redefining the fabric of our digital existence. Today, as we delve into the world of Web3 and the transformative role of the Ethereum name service, we are not just exploring technological evolution. We are uncovering a fundamental change in the very nature of our digital selves. For those who might not be familiar, the ENS is the Ethereum name service, is a decentralized domain name system on top of the Ethereum blockchain. And it's the key component of the Web3 ecosystem, which represents the next the generation of the internet. This new internet, often called as the Web3, is at the decentralized and the open network powered by the blockchain technology or the distributed technologies, more broader. But what exactly are these Web3 profiles? Like, how do they work, and why are they important for our lives? And how does ENS play a role in all of this? Questions we'll be exploring today. So in the early days of internet, probably some of you already experienced all these previous technologies. So in our early days of the internet, our digital identities were like pretty straightforward and functional. Simply a way to log in into forums or the emails, and they were like really simple, isolated, and often anonymous. With the rise of the social media, our digital footprints expanded. The platforms like Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn transformed digital identities into a more dynamic and the interconnected representations of our real-world selves. So, I mean, you already experienced this in your life. Like, you are using like bunch of different applications, and like you have different profiles on those platforms, and like database, you have to use these platforms, and you are showing your real, or like it's becoming your real identity, basically. However, the era of the digital identity has been marked by centralization. Our data controlled by a handful of corporations raised a significant privacy concerns and vulnerability to data breaches. And probably you heard about the Cambridge Analytica, and it was some recent event, and basically like around 85 million people's data got breached, and those data just used for some political manipulations. So in this landscape, we, the users, have had the little control or ownership of our digital selves. Our identity is bound to the terms and policies and platforms were never truly ours. And you also experience this in your life, that whenever you use some platform, that there is always a terms of service and the privacy policies that we say we read, but we never read, and then this actually affects our life, even we don't know about it. So our data, like sometimes it's for good, sometimes it's for bad. So if those companies collecting data for us, this data sometimes just come in front of our monitor as like a personalized advertisements. Sometimes it's helpful. But at the same time, when this kind of data breaches occurs, it means that the people can get a lot of information that you actually didn't want to share and can use against you. This also happens. So what is Web3 profiles? Now we are at the brink of a new era with the Web3, where the principles of decentralization, blockchain technology, and the cryptographic security are rewriting the rules of digital identity. As we navigate the digital world, our identity plays an important role. In the traditional web or Web 2, our digital identities are scattered across various platforms, as I mentioned. So, like, we have an identity in Facebook, we have an identity in Twitter, we have an identity in LinkedIn, on many other platforms. And we're just trying to keep all of them updated if we are using them, or just there are, some profiles just left over, and we even don't know how many accounts we have. And the sad part of it, like, these identities are not owned and controlled by us. It's controlled by those big corporations. Web3 profiles aims to change this. In the Web3 space, your profile serves as your digital identity, but with a key difference. You own it, and you control your identity. And it's like there's no third party involved in that. This is a fundamental shift in the way that we think about the digital identity. A Web3 profile is essentially a set of public keys. It's associated with the different distributed systems, like blockchains. And of course, along with some additional metadata. So this metadata is just something about you. So these public keys are your identifiers on the respective blockchains, and the metadata can include information like your name, your surname, maybe your phone number, or any social media handle, and your biography, much like a social application profile. But unlike the social media profile, the Web3 profile is not tied to a specific platform. It is decentralized and interoperable, meaning you can use it across the decentralized applications, and in the Web3 space, much more seamless, instead of creating a new identity for each platform. The benefit of the Web3 profiles are numerous. They enhance the privacy, as you are not sharing your personal information with the third-party platforms. They increase the security, as you are not relying on a platform's security measures to protect your identity. And they give you the full control over your data or the identity, aligning with the ethos of decentralization that underpins the Web3. In summary, the Web3 profiles a new paradigm for digital identity, one that the user-centric and respects users' privacy and control. And at this point, what ENS do? Like, what is ENS about? Like, why I'm talking about the Web3 profiles? So what's the connection? So we discussed the Web3 profiles, and I'm going to tell a little bit about the Ethereum name service. The Ethereum name service is a distributed, open and extensible naming system based on Ethereum blockchain, but it's not only for Ethereum blockchain. So it's commonly known as ENS, as you may hear before. And it's decentralized, blockchain-based, and it's akin to the Internet domain name system. It has some differences. It operates completely on-chain. And instead of mapping a domain name to an IP address, ENS maps human-readable names to machine-readable identifiers. This not only simplifies the transactions and the interactions, but also adds a layer of user-friendliness to the Ethereum ecosystem. At its core, ENS operates through smart contracts on the blockchain. And this is the human-readable addresses. Sorry, I missed this. And this is how the ENS looks on-chain. Basically, like all these smart contracts are orchestrating the whole ENS functionalities. And in the core, like it operates through the smart contracts. And when the user registers a name, like for example, john.eth, this registration is processed and stored as a transaction on Ethereum. This name can be linked to a various cryptocurrency address, making transactions more intuitive. When you send a transaction to john.eth, ENS service resolves the name into the corresponding Ethereum addresses. This process, much like how DNS works for website addresses, simplifies the interaction with the Ethereum network, basically, and making them more user-friendly and less prone to errors. So you don't need to check your address again and again while sending a transaction. And I mean, this is not the only thing that ENS do. So ENS extends beyond mere address simplifications. It plays a pivotal role in identity management within the Web3 space. An ENS name can act as a digital identity, representing a user across various decentralized applications. Moreover, the ENS is not limited to Ethereum addresses. It can link to other type of cryptocurrency addresses, as I mentioned, and it can use the metadata. So this metadata is completely about you. And like it can basically keep your avatars and like anything that's creating your internet profile, basically. And then it enables cohesive and the interconnected digital identity for all the Web3 platforms. And furthermore, it's a general purpose naming system, which means that it acts just like a registry. So you can use it to name any piece of data on the internet and just map to your ENS address. This includes like decentralized storage. I don't know if you are familiar with like IPFS, Rwave, or other blockchain addresses, as I mentioned. So this versatility makes ENS a powerful tool in the Web3 space. And in the slides, another handy use case is shown. Basically, you are able to upload your website to the decentralized storages and map to the ENS address. Then the browsers that supports the ENS resolution basically shows the decentralized websites of yours, and these websites are more like censorship resistant, basically. And there is also signing with Ethereum Open Standard if you haven't heard about it. It's basically a part of EIP 4361, which is a Web3 alternative to social logins. In essence, ENS is a key building block for the decentralized web. It simplifies the interactions with Ethereum addresses, supports the Web3 profiles, and it's constantly being improved with the new features and integrations. In summary, the ENS represents a technological and societal shift towards a decentralized, secure, and user-empowered digital world, laying the foundation for future digital interactions and transactions. At the edge of this thrilling digital revolution, we should wonder how will our digital interactions change and how will cutting-edge technologies like ENS redefine our online identities and existence in the upcoming years. So, thank you for your time. I hope this presentation has given you a deeper understanding of Web3 profiles and ENS, and I'm super excited to see how we all contribute to this space. And I'm open to questions.